Sometimes. Okay, today is January the 11th, and I know it's weird. It's a Friday that we're going to do a lesson. We didn't have a test today, so we're going to keep going on with teaching. This isn't really that hard. It's kind of like putting two topics together. We're going to learn to graph a shape. Now, starting out, we basically just took the notes away, and hopefully we will finish this in class. Okay? The kids and I were just talking about that it starts out, I'm trying to make this thing big enough, okay? Is it? Okay, so it starts out by telling us the shape, which is kind of nice. You always want to just kind of imagine it, like I said. Now, the only thing about these graphs is I've noticed a few things. Since I'm doing this under this camera for you guys, I'm just going to write a few things, but it's also on the board over there. I need you to know, which you should already know, that this is the which axis? X. We should always know that's the X. And then going up and down is the Y. Okay. Also, when we look at these ordered pairs, always which one is first? X or Y? X is first and then Y. Now, so what I'm saying is this. Like when it says -10 and 9, that means we're going to go -10 this way and then up to 9 because you're going up or down on that y-axis. Now, they didn't number this thing. I guess because to me, I think the numbers might be too squished up. So I've just been counting. I know that you're going to have extra little dots in your paper. I get it. It's okay. It's okay. So here we go. We all know that these are the positives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 10. These are the negatives. I'll admit they didn't put numbers, so I'll write -10. So that's X. And then Y, this is +10, and down here is -10. Okay. I think that's all I said earlier, but there we go. Yes. I'm sorry we couldn't. Okay. It's okay. So, it's okay. The video, I'll go over the first 3, so that'll help. Okay, so the vertices, we're going to start out with that -10 and 9. I advise doing this with a pencil. The only reason I'm doing it with a pen is because, once again, I'm under this goofy camera. So, here we go. -10 and 9. I'm going to go over -10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then up 9 on the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to put a little point there. And that point is representing that point, but it's also where they cross. It's not in the middle of a box, it's where they cross. Okay. Now I'm going to do the next one, 5 and 9. I'm going to go over 5 and then up 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, I lost track. Ooh, sorry guys. I'm noticing that this had a 9 and that had a 9. That put them right close to each other in order. I mean, like on the same line. Okay. Now I'm going to do 8 and -7. +8. I'm going to go this way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then -7 down. Okay, and now I'm going to do this one, -7 and -7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and I'm noticing that these are also that way. So I'm kind of going back, and before I start connecting the dots, I'm thinking, okay, I know I got to have a set of parallel lines. So you can do this a couple different ways, and I'll just show you some tricks. You could use a straight edge like a piece of paper or something to connect the dots. You can just do your best that you can, like without this, but I just want to show you. Or, like I earlier was using the edges of like a pencil or something. I'll admit, I know it's not going to be perfect, but at least it's a little bit better than my handwriting, I guess. You know, just trying to do this. Okay, so there's my first 2 railroad tracks. They're running like railroad tracks, okay? Now I need to connect these. And in the end, this is going to make a parallelogram because those sides are parallel, or that side is to that side, okay? So, you've now got a parallelogram. You've made the shape. The last part of the directions say, find the area of this shape. And this is the weird part, okay? First off, you definitely got to know the formula, which we've been doing all week, which is A equals B times H. Okay. Now, we've got to find the B and the H. This is where I was talking about I'm probably kind of kindergartenish, but it is also a lot, like if you've been doing, I've already done this 4 times today, it's a lot of little squares to count. So, what I do is this. I look for what I need. I need a B. Okay. I'm going to use this for my B, like this bottom line, this base line. And I'm going to count the boxes. Now, that's the weird part. I'm putting a dot in each box. It's fine. If you need to do it, I'm just looking right below it, and I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that, I know why you did it. It's fine. I mean, it's just, that way you don't get off track when you're counting. Okay. If you want to write the number 15 there, that is fine. It's up to you. Okay. Now I need a height, but you've got to think of the attributes of the height, which is that height has to be at a 90. It has to be a perfect 90 degree. It also should be measuring between the 2 parallel lines. So, like, if you're looking, anything between here and here can be a height. You can, you could use that line, you could use that line, you could use that line. It doesn't matter. So, I've just been doing it over here because usually it's from a corner. And, usually the heights have been dotted, but it does, it's up to you if you want it solid or whatever. And now I've got to count the boxes from the top to the bottom, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I counted the boxes, and there were 16. And like I said, I know it's probably kind of kindergarten the way I'm teaching it, but if it helps you. Okay, now, really we do our formula we've already know, which 15 times 16 is 240. 240 units, because we don't know if they're miles or centimeters or whatever, squared. And that's all you're doing. And listen, it's kind of weird. There's literally 240 boxes in there. If you took every little corner and put it back on the box it belongs on and all that, there's 240 boxes in there. It is. You don't really think about that, but like, it's the way it is. Okay, so now that was a parallelogram. Is everybody good on that one? Okay, now we're going to do a triangle. Triangle, to me, a little bit better because it only has how many corners? 3. So we only have 3 points we have to do with this one. It's kind of nice. I don't know. Okay, get myself all lined up first. There we go. Okay, -2 and 3. So I'm going to go over to -2, up 3.
It's 5.
Oh. Well, and I just giggle because, of course, this happens in the middle of the video. And I would change papers, but okay. Just change papers. Because I messed up. Look at it. Okay, here we go. Try number 2. Try number 2. You can tell it's Friday after lunch. Okay, here we go once again. Okay, Take number 2. Remember when they do that in the movies? Okay, anyway. So here we go again. Negative 2 and 5. Negative 2 and 5. Sorry. Okay. Now we got negative 2 and negative 8. Negative 2. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And negative 9 and 5. 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, and up 5. Whew. It takes. Okay. So now I've got my 3 dots. We know it's supposed to make a triangle. I'll be honest, I'm kind of noticing that right here, the 3 dots make the perfect L and make the 90 degree. Kind of nice, because I can just kind of do this. I'm going to connect my dots. There's 2 of them. I'll just take my last one, kind of connect it. Okay. Kind of cool. Like, it works. It doesn't look like it at first. You think you're drawing something weird, but it is a triangle. Here's the little 90. Helps us to know the base and the height. I'll be honest. It doesn't matter if you use this as the base and this is the height, or if you swap them, okay? Because we multiply base times height. So, I'm going to do the triangle formula right here next to it. We've got to find the area now. We got A equals B times H divided by 2. Okay. I'm going to go in and find them. Here we go. I'm going to use this as my base. I don't know why. It doesn't matter, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, my height. Okay, I'm going to use this as my height, just going straight down. Remember, the height's got to be at a right angle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 7 times 13. Okay. Good so far? Okay, what is 7 times 13? What'd you get? Oh, slow down. Listen. Okay, everybody. Woo. 7 times 13. 91. I was going to say, y'all are the ones with the calculator. Okay, 91 divided by 2. $45.5. Y'all are cracking me up. Units squared. So it's the same math. It's just kind of in a shape too. Good on that one? Okay. So the last, or number 3 that I'm going to do with you is a trapezoid. Remember a trapezoid. This is the weird part. One set, I'm losing my mind. One set of lines is parallel. But the other sides can be either like super wide or they can be end skinny. One of the ends can be like this and the other one be crookedy. So you got to imagine what a trapezoid looks like. Okay, so here we go. 4 corners. So, okay, I got a -1 and 1. 6 and 1. 4 and -2. And -7, 2, 3, and -2. Okay. So right now it kind of looks misdrawn, like I've drawn it wrong. Okay. But if you think about what a trapezoid has to have, it has to have a set of railroad tracks. It's got to have those parallel lines. Okay, so I noticed that these two are on the same straight line. They're on that positive 1 on the y-axis. And I noticed that down here, these are on the same straight line, which is, I guess, the negative 2 y-axis. So I've got a trapezoid. The other two lines are a little crookedy, okay, like a little, they're not perfect. But that makes a trapezoid. So when I connect these, and I connect these, that is a trapezoid. It's okay. Like, it's weird, but it's okay. Okay. Everybody good so far? Okay. So now we need a base and a height. Listen, take the bottom as the base. Come up for the height. But that height has to be at a 90 degree. Kind of makes it easy with this graph paper because it's got to be straight up and down. So, okay. Our formula is, in every other class I was able to do this, I'm going to put it just kind of down here. Height, base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2. Okay. So, I need to fill in the height, the bases. Okay, so I'm going to fill in the blanks, I guess. Okay. Does that make sense so far? Okay. So on this one, I need 2 bases. Here we go. I'm just going to start with this top line as base 1 because it's one of my railroad tracks. I'm going to count. That dot is there, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one base is 7. Okay. But your bases aren't going to be the same now. I mean, I guess they could be, but they're not. So, on purple, I'm going to do the other base. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to do this one below it because it's that box. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I got 11. Kind of goofy, like I feel goofy teaching it because I feel like you know it, but it's kind of like you've never done it before, so it's kind of weird. Okay, now I need a height going up and down that touches both the railroad tracks at a 90. Okay, really it's anything in here. I'm going to use that one because my 90 would be right there. It is 3 boxes, even though my dots don't look good. 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. Okay. So my height is 3. Now I got all my numbers. Like I needed all week to do my math. So first we need to do what? Add 7 in. 11 is 18. 3 times 18 is 54. I'm going to go over. I just don't have enough room. And 54 divided by 2 is 27 units squared. And I've been able to kind of just find a spot to do the math on each one. Okay. It's not that hard. It's just time consuming, I think. It just takes a while. Now, I want to give you a hint. Skip number 5 on the back, meaning you're going to do number 4, skip number 5. It is undoable by a 6th grader because it doesn't form a right angle. You can't do number 5. One day you'll be able to, but, okay, so your classwork, which you've got about 15 minutes, is to do 4, 6, 7, and 8. I don't want it to be homework, but if you don't finish it, it's homework. Okay. Good job. Finished. Thank you.